This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys, quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. Your computer is a magical writing machine. It holds piles of reference documents. It switches formatting at the click of a button. It puts a world of research information just a search away, and it checks your spelling. But it might be too magical because it's also your distraction machine. And since almost all of our writing is done online these days, it takes a special approach to focus when writing on a computer. The key to that approach is separating cognitive tasks so the very tools that make the magic don't accidentally turn you into a frog. Frogs can't type. Gather your reference material before you write. Bernice is putting together a blog post explaining why Audrey 2s, despite their tendency to snack on household pets, are actually the ideal plant for a suburban lifestyle. Her essay is complicated, of course, by the fact that next week is a total solar eclipse, and as everyone knows, Audrey 2s and eclipses are a bad combination. But is that true? Although Bernice adores raising Audrey 2s, she's never done actual research on them. So she finds herself bouncing between Mickeysoft Word and Wikipedia, slowly grinding out a draft of an article that's, well, basically a summary of Wikipedia. After deciding that she needs to look at more scholarly sources, Bernice ends up on a website for cute kittens dressed as fruit. Oh dear, Bernice has fallen victim to distraction. That's because she's trying to write and research all at once, and that is a recipe for disaster, although not for the owners of the Cute Kittens website, which made $103 in ads from Bernice's visit. It's hard for our brains to switch from information intake to creative construction, so jumping between research and writing, the way Bernice did, burns time and energy for no good reason. Plus, there's no time to digest the new information so that we can form nuanced opinions and original thinking. And of course, the web was made to distract, so there's always a devastatingly tempting cute kitten website just a single click away. When we research as we write, there's a good chance that we will blindly reproduce our source with each paragraph, but if we research first, we can group out information in more logical and interesting ways. Research first. Take dedicated research breaks. Find the books, the articles, and the other sources that you'll be using, and put them out on your desk. Use highlighters or sticky notes to mark the passages and quotations that seem useful, and now you have everything at your fingertips to find, copy, and paste a quotation when you need it, instead of having to stop and actually go do the research in the middle of your focused writing. For internet research, open all of the tabs you think you'll need at the beginning of your writing session. If you need a break, save them in bookmarks. In Chrome, you can choose Bookmarks, bookmark all tabs. In Safari, you can choose Bookmarks, add bookmarks for these tabs. Those will save your open tabs as a folder in your bookmarks bar. The next time you need them, right-click on the folder and select Open All Bookmarks in New Window, and then, once your tabs are open, disconnect your computer from the internet by turning off your Wi-Fi or unplugging your network cable. That way, you can't distract yourself with new research, social media, or other projects. And by the way, put your word processor into full screen mode, please. On the Mac, almost every program uses the keyboard shortcut Command-Control-F to start and stop full screen mode, so it's super easy. Now you won't be tempted to stray from your writing by the sight of your web browser in the background. See what I did there? Sight, S-I-T-E, of your web browser? I should win an Emmy! Really, I should. Format for filing and structure before you write. Bernice has all her sources together and is ready to draft her blog post. She writes furiously for hours and almost has a solid draft. But she doesn't notice that her Audrey 2 has been happily chewing through her computer table. And alas, her computer dies in her lap before she has a chance to save her work. Bernice has made the vital mistake of getting too keyboard happy. Always create, name, and save the files you need before you start writing. Because before you start typing in a new document, make sure the document is saved in the right directory. Doing this won't just reduce the chance that you'll lose your work if your computer crashes. Saving your files first will also keep you from getting distracted the first time that you need to save, because when that time comes, just hit Command-S and you can keep typing away. Once you've organized your writing at the filing level, spend some time organizing each document's structure too. Decide what the takeaway of your writing is and write it at the top of each document. It can be hard to start writing when you're staring at a blank page, so stating your purpose at the start is a good way to ease your mind into letting the words flow. Then, of course, make an outline based on that takeaway. A big reason that outlines work is that they let us break down the writing process into two main parts, structure and content. If you can plow through structure without the details of content dragging you off course, you'll save lots of time. Use placeholders to mark needed research while writing, and then do the research later. Bernice is finally ready to start writing. Her research is all out in front of her and her outline is near perfect, already saved twice on multiple hard drives. Everything is going according to plan until Bernice gets to her passage about proper Audrey 2 bathing techniques. She's always been skeptical as to whether Audrey 2s really need to be bathed. I mean, it's an eclipse, right? It'll be dark. No one will notice a few marinara sauce stains around a petal or two. She decides to do some research to be sure. Bernice turns her internet back on and starts looking through proper plant washing guides, and surely there will be no harm done by a quick glance at cutekittens.com. Oh my goodness, look at that kitten. It's a calico kitten. It's licking its paws. Squee! She's back on the Cute Kitten website. This blog post may never get done. When you hit something in your writing that makes you want to do research, don't do it now. Instead, type in an obvious placeholder, like insert research here in all caps. Jot down the research that you need to do on a piece of paper for your next research break. Then keep writing. Make at least one full pass using your current outline and research notes, using placeholders as needed, and then do the research for any of the placeholders that involve a related topic all at once. Then go back and write in the missing information. Remember, flipping between mindsets breaks your focus, which costs you time. When you're researching, research. When you're writing, write. Polish for publication, last. Formatting should be the last thing you do. No matter how much time you spend messing with indentation, paragraph breaks, and font sizes while you write, you will almost always end up changing them again before publication. So don't obsess from the start. Quickly choose a font and indentation style that suits your writing workflow, and then go back afterwards to make sure everything is formatted perfectly. That's perfectly in air quotes. And if you're short on time, you can at least feel secure knowing that you captured the information part of the writing, which is the most important part. Speaking of perfection, proofreading is also a polishing task that you should save for last. There's no point in polishing work that won't make it into the final draft. So often, when that dreaded red squiggle distracts you, it's distracting you for nothing. Keep spell check turned off while your writing is still in flux, and then turn it back on only for your proofreading pass. Bernice never finished her blog post on Audrey 2s and eclipses, but she ended up with a beautifully formatted, wonderful blog post about calico kittens who can balance fruit on their heads. I just hope there's nothing important about Audrey 2s and eclipses that she should have taken the time to learn. Computers are your best friend forever and your evil nemesis when you're writing. Bring out the best in your writing by separating cognitive tasks. Gather reference material online and offline. Structure, write, research, and proofread as separate, dedicated tasks. You'll write faster. You'll write tighter. You'll write better, deeper, and more insightfully than ever before. I'm Steve Robbins. Follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter and Facebook. I coach executives in leadership, general management, and communication skills. If you want to know more, visit steverobbins.com or join my personal mailing list by texting Get It Done to 33444. You'll also get a free copy of my secret book chapter on how to build relationships that help you succeed. Work less, do more, and have a great life.